Good morning. Welcome to abnewjourney.com, where we talk about losing weight inside and out. It's your Monday morning makeover. So my kids love to make fun of me when we watch movies together. I'll admit that I have been known to scream at heroes, "Wait, she's not ready! Don't tell her you love her yet!" And if there's even the slightest sentimental part, my kids look over to see if I'm crying. And I'm not, at least some of the time. Had another one of those incidents last week. My son and I were watching the Lord of the Rings trilogy, which I love. And The Hobbit's coming out this week. Yoo! Sorry, that's off the subject. So we were watching the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and King Theoden of Rohan was on his horse, and he's looking at his people who are dragging their children and a few sparse belongings to flee the enemy. And he's grieving. He's just lost his son. Everything's falling apart around him. And he says something along the lines of, "How did this happen?" Well, it was one of those times that I started yelling at the TV. How do you think it happened? You listened to the wrong guy, you got under a spell, you let it go on forever, and now you're powerless because you waited too long to do anything about it. Well, even as I was yelling at him, I felt some conviction about myself. See, there was an insidious voice speaking to King Theoden. His name was Wormtongue, and he was an agent of the enemy sent to say the wrong things and bring just a cloud of deception over this king so that evil could grow and the king would not oppose it. I think I've done that in my life more than once. How about you? You ever listen to the wrong voice and the next thing you know, the problem is way bigger than you thought it would ever be? That's what happened with my weight loss journey. I listened to the wrong voices saying, "I don't have time to deal with that now. That's not important. It doesn't really matter. All that matters is what's inside of me. I don't have the energy. There's no hope." Had a hard week last week. You can read more about that tomorrow. I'm writing about it on my blog, so come back and see me. But then I was fighting the wrong voices too. Here's my opinion, and I sort of doubt you're going to disagree. As long as you breathe, you will be opposed. There will be voices that rise up to try to block you from the good things that you're wanting to do. So I guess that's my question for you today. What voice are you listening to? The voice that I want to listen to is the voice of love. It's the voice that says, "Abundant life is mine." It's the voice that says, "I'm adored by the creator of the entire universe." But there's another voice, and it's called the father of lies. And it will speak, and it will try to hold us back. And it will try to start at the very beginning when we could get forward progress quickly. And if we listen too long, then forward progress will take longer because we're going to have to come back from further behind. That's sort of what I'm dealing with in some areas of my life. How about you? That's my hope for you today. That you can listen to the right voice. That you can turn aside from the voices that say can't and don't and unworthy and unable and incapable and stupid and this doesn't even make sense. And you can turn from those voices and listen to the voices that say you can do something new. You can do something different. You can do something more important or more exciting or stronger than you've ever done before. So that's what I leave you with this week. Listen to the right voice. Have a good week.